And we are back. And my controller's not working. Great stuff. Bear with me a second. Anything? Yeah, seems like it's working. All right, okay. So this is the optionals, and we are gonna go up to. Let's get that off. Second fight. Well, we're gonna do Meteor Falls and the rest of 123, not in that order. Ah, I see the frame rate has also decided to be a dickhead again. Okay, so who do we need for this? We need Beedrill. Don't think we need the others. We need Infernape. Electrode. Electrode cannot be leveled up. And Alakazam, who's here. And then who are the other two? Oh no, form online. Okay. Let's take a flyer. And let's take a oh shit, break glass in case of emergency sack. Like honestly, the fucking frame rate on this thing, will you just make your mind up? It's 40, so I want to be at fuck, let's do times 5. Doesn't make any fucking sense at all, but whatever. I need Infernape in the second. No, because now it's doing that thing where it's just skipping fucking inputs and that. So let's bring it down to times 4. Alright, items. Infernape doesn't need an item, I don't think. Never does he? Choice Scarf on Alakazam. That's it, I think, and then just level up everyone who's not Electrode. Okay. I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're good. Right, so Lilycove is the nearest. Just check that that's on. It's not. It was, so. Oh, how I love it when there's no pre-damage for a fight. Incidentally, there's a rare candy like somewhere around here, but I'm not even going to look for it right now because I want to get them all at once. Just a quick check. I mean, we can always fly if we didn't have something, so I can get closer, but let's save it in case we get right side bugged. Again, I just don't know the criteria. This should be Togekiss on the right, is the point. And if it's not, something's afoot. We're good. So we want to fake out Mr. Rime. Poison, sorry, Leech Life, Mr. Rime. Then we want to overheat. And can you just make up your mind what frame rate you're going at and fucking stick to it? Overheat and Poison Jab kills Decidueye. And then we want to switch hit. I'm on the wrong side, yeah, I just thought. Oh, great. I wonder if that's going to matter. Let me just check. It will, won't it? It'll bring him out early. Okay. How do we get around that? Starters, you mean to go on, Alice? Fucking hell. It won't matter until later, but debating between Sneasler and Donphan's wrong now. They both see slow kill. Yeah, so it will be him who comes in first. So I need to think about what needs to be in to stop that and how do I actually play around it. Well, I can handle either of them. It's just about when we handle them. Of course, the dog's kicking off. All right, okay. I can't just proceed into that point because I need to think about this now. And whether or not I want to kill Sceptile with U-turn, which I can do, but I don't know if that's the right play or not. With Togekiss, he's going to fling now, so I've got a free turn to do whatever I want with Infernape and just decide how I want to proceed with Beedrill. Problem. I think Alakazam's going to do too much damage into Donphan at level 99 that he can trigger Kostak. That was Psyshock though. Yeah, so like, here's the thing, like, if I can defo kill with U-turn, that's what we do, isn't it? Yeah, so... but then how you getting rid of Togekiss? Probably Electrode and the double up there, right? We go Thunderbolt on you, 45%, and then we go Psyshock with you. And of course it's not enough. Of course it's not. Fucking shite. So that doesn't work. Is there any scope for leaving Infernape there? Doesn't see a kill with Sneasler. Probably would see a kill. Yeah, he does. He sees a kill with Donphan, and Donphan's going for high horsepower. We have a flyer that can counter that, and we can reposition. Not with the right mons, like, but I need a little bit of chip on him. How do we do that? I can literally, it's not even like I had the line notes off screen, I can literally see at the top it says Infernape 2. I'll just put them in the wrong order. Why couldn't I got right side foot? Can you, no, you can't kill one overheat, you've just already used it. You're so not fast there. So Beedrill takes out Sceptile on this turn, right? And then we're either in scenario A where Beedrill is still out with something, or scenario B where I've switched both out effectively. That next turn, I need to take out Togekiss, potentially with a double up. Let's just get everyone into the shortlist on the calc, so I can see what we're working with. So we've got Beedrill, we've got Alakazam, who's faster than everything, bear that in mind. We've got Infernape, no item, and then we've also got... Who's the other one? Electrode. Now I also brought Sharpedo. He's there. Give me Mega Sharpedo as well, because he's got his Mega Stone on him, so that's what we can use. And then the other one, did we take Holucha? We did, didn't we? Holucha? Yes. Holucha and Sharpedo have not been leveled up, bear that in mind. Okay, this is what we're working with. So I'd want to double up. Everything is faster than Togekiss, that's important to point out. And we're going to be able to switch into them for free. Now I want to double up onto Togekiss and then know what I'm baiting the next turn. I can Volt Switch with Electrode though, can't I? 35%. Thing is, Beedrill will just kill him. Like, he won't chip him. I need something that's going to do, like, 65%, but not kill him. I don't think I've got that. No, I don't. What a really fucking specific niche problem. Okay, so I can only take out Togekiss with Beedrill. Okay. And he's using all sorts of shit that I need to kill this thing. So there's that. So I need to switch Infernape into something that's going to bait what I want it to bait. Everything is faster than Donphan. You turn into Donphan. With a crit. We'll never trigger Custap. That's what we're doing anyway. Does Donphan ever see the kill on you? No. Doesn't. But then he just won't come in. Yeah, but I can't do the Volt Switch thing, can I? Obviously, you've got to bear in mind that that's where that's happening. Sneasel's slower than those two. And he would come in. And we can't kill. So I think the way we do this is that we bait in Sneasel and switch into something. And just chip him with Beedrill. Yeah, because, like... If only, eh? If only. But that's not all he's got. So, like, if we send an Alakazam on the Infernape slot, then we'll bait in Donphan because he'll see that Sneasel's outsped in one shot. Can I work with that? I can lock myself into Psychic on the... That's right, isn't it? Because he sees that we outspeed in one shot, yeah. So he'll send in Donphan. I'm faster, but the trouble is it'll put him into Custap if I use Psychic there. He'll see high horsepower into both at that point, so I would need to double switch, and you can also see Stone Edge, so that's also not great. Hawlucha is always good there. And then Hawlucha probably baits Ice Shot, I don't know. Sharpedo obviously can't take high horsepower. Oh, no, I was reading it like it's a fighting move. That's not obvious at all. But he can't. He can't take high horsepower. Something to be aware of. Liquidation. What do you... Well, you bait Sneasler, don't you? Yeah, obviously on close combat. Drops his shit. And if his stuff's dropped, then we can two-shot him with that. With Beedrill. Yeah. Do you bait? So, okay, yeah, I think I see it. And we can figure out Donphan from that position. If we put this in a position where I'm sending in Sharpedo on the Infernape slot by the time the Togekiss dies, then he'll send in Sneasler for a fast kill. Sneasler only ever sees a kill into the Mega, which we can do because we'll have an extra turn. We can just like do nothing. He can guarantee he goes close combat. If we are guaranteeing close combat, we can switch into... I don't think we can... No, we can't switch into Alakazam, but we can switch into Hawlucha. And then at that point, he's either going to go Ice Shard or something else at that point there. But Beedrill firing off 2 poison jabs, the second of which is into a CC reduced Sneasler, will kill. So we can switch at that point into Electrode, who's never dead to Ice Shard. Yes, that's it. Get rid of that. Okay, right, this should work. So I need to switch you now into Morientes, and I need you to take the kill on this thing. Doesn't matter which of those moves you did, just, like you could have done Leech Life or Poison Jab. Either is fine. Okay, now I can't Mega Evolve him because I've used Mega Beedrill. And I've committed to this now as well. Alright. So what are the odds on a base Sharp? Get that fucking thing out there. What are the odds on a base Sharpedo that you use it? It's 50-50. Wait, no it's not. 100. Ooh. like the way you work it. Okay. I think we still just got to go for it. If we sack Holucha, we sack Holucha. Yeah, like just this is what we've got to do. In comes Sneasler, going hopefully for close combat. We can poison jab. Nice crit. Nice crit. Save that bacon there. Why did he not ice shard into Beedrill? Oh, because he's seen fast kill. Yeah, we're good now. Is it? It's not poison jab, is it? It's U-turn. Yeah. I mean, we're not U-turning into anything, but like, well. Hi, Alakazam. You were also here. Steered. Best fucking fight, the easiest fucking one, and we got to steer because I set it up wrong. Sake. We had counterplay, it was fine. Alright. Deposit everything that's not Electrode. How ominous would that have been if we had to sacrifice something on that fight? Song's literally called a sacrifice. But fuck you, we didn't. Okay, Electrode, Arcanine, Ampharos, Amistar, Golisopod, and Salamence. What's she saying? Okay, don't care. Okay, the only thing we have to be careful to level up now is Thundurus and Blaziken, so I can level up Electrode. I need pre-damage on 3 of these. It's not a lot, is it? Oh, it is on Ampharos, actually. So let's start with that, and then we'll do items, and I've got to go and get the Choice Band for Arcanine. Poison on you. Poison on you. Oh, and then, yeah, Glyce. No, 2-3, it's not that much. Okay, items. I want... Obviously, we can't do Choice Bands just yet, but I can do Hearthstone. I've been past it. I feel like I've used it recently. Yeah. I have Papa Berry. Yep. Choice Bands, you don't need an item. And then Life Orb on Electrode. Okay, Salamence fly us to Slateport. No, not this up first, I need a Choice Band. It's a Lilycove. Oh wait. Golisopod needs 21 more. Robertson needs 6 more. And you need like 50. Okay. Antidote, last one. Doesn't matter. We don't need to buy more. We've got Pecha Berries. Five more. Yeah. Hunter right, one more. Okay, and then I need 22 more. It's not a lot, that. Five more. 2 more. Okay. Huckleberry. It'd help if you give him the choice bands, don't you think? Okay, and there we go. Okay, this is a single battle. Haven't got to worry about right side bug. Let me just check everyone's items. Life Orb, Choice Band, Anthracite, I have Papa Berry 257, 238 on you. No item in 238 also on you. And then Hardstone 327. Yeah, we're good. Energy Ball. We hardwall this thing, so I don't really care what he's doing, and it'll always pay in Glaceon. And we can Vault Switch out. Take some chip from the Life Orb, go into Arcanine. Ice Move incoming, Blizzard. Freeze doesn't matter because we're using Flare Blitz. Didn't freeze. Flare Blitz, Choice Band kills through the Ockerberry. Spates and Slowbro for a slow kill of Scald. We switch to Ampharos. We can Mega and kill with Thunderbolt. Okay, Spates and Swallow. Swallow's going for Boom Burst. We go into Armor Star. Armor Star is damaged, so the 2 Boom Bursts always trigger Iapapa and give them the recovery he needs. We can kill this thing with Power Gem. Spates in Tangrowth on Power Whip. So we switch to Golisopod so that we can get Emergency exited out and get a switch into Arcanine. Blitz. Spates in Volcarona last. Volcarona is hardwalled by Salamence, so it doesn't really matter what he goes for. He's going for Giga Drain, I think. Doesn't matter. Intim also doesn't matter. Rock Tomb. Rock Tomb. Okay, 2 down. I'm not going to heal because I know that Golisopod needs pre-damage on this next fight. Does anyone else? Yes, actually. So does Salamence. I think 247 would be fine on him. And then... yeah, but we can always overheal and then just... yeah, it's fine. Take. Okay, now we want to deposit 4 mons. We want to deposit you, and you. And then we want to withdraw Blaziken, who needs pre-damage, Urshifu, Lucario, and I think it's Beedrill. Oh no, 5-man line. We'll take Beedrill anyway. Okay, so... there's 1 potion on Salamence, and then 1 Oranberry. The Lysopod needs to be at 193, which is 58, so that's quite precise as well. We would get half of that is 137, half of that is 68. Oh, that's a little bit too much. Whereas I think the better thing to do is to Super Potion and then just chip him for 2. And then yeah, okay. Switch you 2 around. Items, we want Choice Band, Salamence. We want an Iron Ball for Blaziken. Then we want... I'll put a Citrus Berry on Golisopod, just in case. And then Urshifu needs Expert Belts, I want to say. Someone's got an Expert Belt. Yeah. 'Cause I Okay, Expert Belt on Ishifu, Life Orb on Lucario, and then your Megastone is absolutely grand. I'm gonna poison Glycopod for 2, and then I want to poison Blaziken for 97. Is that 1 or 2? 1. Yeah, I just do not need 87 for the Elite Four. Oh, and level up. Yeah, don't forget that. Don't touch Blaziken, but do level up these guys. I mean, hopefully Blaziken doesn't get any level boosts. I'm going to have to verify the HPs in this anyway, because I didn't know what everyone was going to be at. Where are we at? 38 more. Okay, so let's go here. It's almost bang on halfway there. 7. 1 more. Okay, Pachamary again. I think we're good to go. Okay. Pretty sure you can't get right-sided bugged in a true double like this, but I'll do it anyway. Good practice, isn't it? And let's just check that Salamence is the lead, because that would be a good idea. He is. Okay, let's go. The Glycopod's at risk on what I think is pure fiction. It's like 3 crits in a row, and because Boomerang is a 2-hit move, and the chance for him to select the wrong move, which I think is like 18.5% times by 6.25% squared, cubed, which is like, I ran the numbers on it, I think it was like 0.004%. So, you know, it's fiction, isn't it? Detect on Blaziken, because he's baiting Fast Kill out of both of them. And this baits in Gramble because of the pre-damage I put on Salamence. They both see Fast Kill on Blaziken still, so I can switch you into a Shifu and you into Glycopod. Want the truth? Okay, we're good. You could use Play Rough there on like a very small chance. Okay, Citrus Berry, didn't really need it. EE triggers, we get him out, we send in Salah. And now we can double up kill with Wicked Blow and Meteor Mash. This baits in Arcanine and Toxicroak. Toxicroak is the only thing that is not outsped in one shot by Ishifu, so he'll come in first. And then Arcanine sees Fast Kill on Lucario. So what we can do here is we can close combat kill Arcanine and we can switch you into Salamence. Okay. Close combat kills Arcanine. Salamence. Poison Touch is a bit annoying, but it doesn't actually matter. I don't think, anyway. Wicked Blow into Gothitelle, but you're not going to get it off. And Dual Wing Beat there. See? Fake out there. Dual Wing Beat kills Toxicroak. And now we do the same thing and just double up again. Wicked Blow, Dual Wing Beat. That's 3 down. We don't need to do Catch Davis, he's just for the Scissorite, which is good because I'm pretty sure that that's a rain fight, and I'd not accounted for that in the original line I wrote. You don't need to do it, so who cares? I'm going to need to verify HP ranges. I don't care about pre-damage, I'll just do it again. No, we won't. Just deposit everyone who's not Glycopod, yeah. And then take items. Off you, and you. And then we need Ishifu, Armor-Star, Glycopod already there, Electrode, Dragapult, And oh yeah, and then this is Pidgeot. Yeah, it's the double up at the end. Okay, so we need a Shifu and Armor as the leads. You're on 199 there. What you need to be at is 253, so 54. We super potion him and just chip him down. Armor needs heavy chip anyway, so it doesn't really matter. No items on those two. Don't think he needs an item. And then you need Dragon Fang. Alright, so let's start with the level up for these two. Okay, items. Choice Band for Ishifu. Dragon Fang for you. I'll give him a magnet. I don't think he needs it, you know, but I'll just give him the magnet anyway. There's no harm. Before we do that, super potion on you, and you now need to be 6 lower, and you need to be like 120 lower. Come on. Does Shifu need to be? Nope, that's the last one. Okay. Poison on you, and then poison para ti también. I went too far. Fine. That's where he would have been. Where are we at with Armor Star? Nowhere near. Okay, let's go here. Technically 186 is fine. I'm just going to go a little bit lower. That's not really much lower. Go there. Yeah, that should be fine, right? Yeah. Okay, save in case we get right side bugged. Should be Pelipper on the right, Weird on the left. Yep. Okay. Drizzle in Tim doesn't matter. We use Wicked Blow, which crits to kill Weirdir, and we protect on Armor Star. Pre-damage on Armor Star not only baits kills from them, but it also baits in Metagross next, who is just dead to a Wicked Blow and outsped in the process. We can switch you into Glycopod. Weather Ball, Glycopod, EE. And now we can bring in Armor Star again. In comes Medicham on the left side. And we can Wicked Blow him again. And we can protect on Armor Star, who's baiting kills from both. That's how strong a Shifu is that a neutral Wicked Blow would have killed Medicham. We Wicked Blow again, and we switch you into Husky. I'm faster than Medicham, so I will kill Wet Medicham with Wicked Blow, and Weather Ball goes into Electrode, which, as the notes say, will never kill us even if it crits. And now we can do a double switch. We can switch you into Dragapult, and we can Volt switch you out and bring in Pidgeot on that slot. And these two both outspeed what comes in for the next two slots, so this is free from here. Dragon Darts, Mega Evolve, and Hurricane. And then same again. Tropius. Okay. Next. No, it is not okay. We, spoilers, are going to sack Basket Legion, because I don't need them. Excuse me. Beedrill pre-damage is a little bit annoying, but it's fine. Just remember to sort his items properly. Take that off you, take that off you, take that off you. We need Beedrill, Dragapult. Dragapult needs the Dragon Fang, so I actually need to take that off and deposit everyone who's not Dragapult. Beedrill. Basket Legion. Final swan song for him. Salamence, who's not actually going to do anything, just baits. Ursaluna needs pre-damage, that's always fun, because he's so fucking bulky. And Fenip. We need to lead with Beedrill. We need to level up. On you. And on Ursaluna. Let me just check that. So, I want Scizor to see a kill. That's the wrong Scizor, that's Mega Scizor. It's this one. Okay, so I want Scizor to see a kill into Ursaluna. If he's at level 99, close combat sees a kill at 220. Fast kill as well. Yeah, but Stone Edge can miss. Surely 266 is just too low then. What am I missing? Why have I got 266 there? Yeah, that doesn't make any sense to me. Oh, it's not that. What am I missing there? Okay, so 116, 16 goes into 320. I think I did calc this on 95 Ursaluna. So 20, and then there's 40 left over, which is 2, so that's 22. If it was 375, then there's 55 left over, which is 3. There's 23. No, we capped on thingy. I don't know where 266 has come from, though. That's a lot of bollocks. Taking 23 twice. Oh, no, apologies. It's not. That's actually bang on. Yeah. I stand corrected. Turns out he doesn't actually take that much burn chip. Wait, why? Okay. So, I'm not going to do any items just yet. Take your Beedrill. Oh, I could have just done it this way. It doesn't really matter, though. And I need a Life Orb on you for the time being, just so we can get your pre-damage right. I want to poison Ursaluna for now. That will become a burn later when I fly back to Lilycove. Dragapult is going to fly us to Oldale. I'm going to turn off the repel, and I'm going to pre-damage Beedrill with Life Orb chip. Okay, Brick Break. I don't think it's strict, so I think I'm just going to go a little bit below 160 if that works out better. Poison Jab's fine. He's only actually in for like 2 turns. The burn is irrelevant as well, because it's not like he won't be able to kill. Times that is half one. Got an hour. Poison Jab. I'm at 157, aren't I? Yeah, sound. So what we can do here is go Roastberry. What have I got so? Because I don't use them. Simple question with a simple answer. Don't use them. Okay, I actually missed something as well, so let's just fight a Lilycove. Let's dance around to get Ursaluna's damage correct, and then he needs to be burned, as does Dragapult. I'll just do that. So I need 98 more. Would you look at that? One off. Okay. Burn on Ursaluna and burn on Dragapult. I'm also going to give a Citrus Berry to Infernape. Right. Other items, we need Dragon Fang on you. We need Choice Scarf on you. I'll give you a Citrus Berry as well. And then we need Silk Scarf on you. Okay, let me just check that you've got your Megastone. Yep. Okay, we're good to go. Oh, I can't. Just fought them. Can't see him. Okay. Right. Miltank sees a fast kill, so we're going to U-turn out for some chip. He's got Scrappy, so switching into a Ghost is not going to avoid the attack, which is why I'm burned to avoid paralysis from Body Slam. And now we can just take the kill with Draco Meteor. This baits in. You. Hitmontop. You. Switch to Basculegion on Triple Axel. Kill this thing with 2 Psychic Fangs. I didn't realise we're actually faster. Doesn't matter. Now Basculegion, you were okay, I guess. Nothing special. Sorry to say, but you know. So yeah, Moxie does not matter because we are just going to kill this thing with U-turn. Okay, and now we send in Salamence because Salamence will bait in Mudsdale. It's the only thing Salamence is here to do. He's not going to do a move. We bait in Mudsdale. He wants to go for Stone Edge on the switch into Ursaluna. Stone Edge can miss, which is why we have to factor that in. He hits the Stone Edge, but it doesn't really do anything anyway. Facade kills. This baits in Scizor. For a fast kill on close combat, we go to Dragapult on close combat. There's a chance he goes for Swords Dance here. Doesn't matter if he does. Bullet Punch. You fool. Fake out. Overheat. Okay. Oh, no, I tell a lie. I forgot Salamence is actually relevant for the last mon. Forgot about that. Yeah, in comes him, and we go to Salamence. Yeah. Int him to reduce acrobatics damage if he doesn't crit. And then Choice Scarf Draco Meteor kills. I think we've got 2 left, and they're both doubles. Right, don't heal up because Ursaluna needs pre-damage, and he's already got quite a lot of it. There are a lot of things. Oh wait, what is this? Red card's the worst thing on here that we didn't even really need. Let me just update that whilst I remember. Okay. And then don't heal. I need a Shifu, Altaria, Beedrill. Well, let's just Dragapult. Yeah, okay, what we should do is there are a lot of dupes. But what I'll do is I will just keep Ursaluna out because he's a nightmare to fucking pre-damage. Shifu, Altaria, Beedrill, Dragapult. Who's the other one? And Infernape. So it's almost an identical team that we've just had. Salamence, take that in the bag. Okay. Expert Belt on Urshifu. Item doesn't matter on Altaria. Item doesn't matter on Ursaluna. I'll take that off in case it baits things weirdly. Life Orb for Dragapult. Okay, yeah, we're good. Then I need to switch these to have a Shifu there and you there. Apply status. Poison on Shifu. Poison on Ngog. Poison to replace Burn on Ursaluna. The other three don't need any pre-damage, I don't think. No. Ursaluna needs to be down to 94, Altaria needs 150, and Urshifu needs 304, sorry. So it's quite a lot on all of them. Well, not on Urshifu, but... 16. In the clip and 1 in the hole. 4 more. Yeah. You know what, that's fine. It's just a beta move, like, that I might not even need to bait. 89 and 51. Well, 47, but still about the same. Uh, 20. 7. 1. Is that right? So it's what's going to bait in him is the specific reason for it, because he'll bait Thingy anyway. It did not need to be that low, did it? Oh no, I guess we wanted to bait Buzz in case Future Sight was weird, which is why it's 94. Is that what I went to? Yeah, we're good. Okay. I know that yours is fine, and then Altaria at 95, because I don't think we leveled them up, did we? I don't know. If Altaria's at 95, then it's 150, yeah. And he is at 95. Okay, so we need another 42. $18. 7. 1. Okay. Expert Belt, your items don't matter. Megastone, Life Orb, your item does matter. I will save in case we get right side bugged. And we need to see... I don't remember, actually. I'm assuming... Well, we took the assumption that whatever's in the lead there, Silvally, yeah, so it should be, yeah, Silvally on the right. Seems right. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Wicked Blow. Not Wicked Blow, Jesus. Sucker Punch to kill Frostlass, and you switch out immediately into Ursaluna. This will kill Frostlass, always. Curse Body. Okay. Good thing we planned for that. Multi-attack into him there. Orbeetle comes in. Wicked Blow to kill Orbeetle, and you switch out into Beedrill. Let's see if we can get this right. Which is why the pre-damage was relevant. Okay. I now need to switch a Shifu because I can't Sucker Punch to kill anymore. And I'm going to switch him out to avoid a Focus Blast, which means I'm switching into Dragapult. I then want to U-turn with Beedrill into Gengar, who's currently baiting multi-attack from Silvally on a slow kill. For some chip, we go into Ursaluna. Okay. We can now Dragon Dart for chip into both, and we can switch you back into Beedrill on a Focus Blast. Okay. There's next to nothing with Grass Pledge there. Right. Here's the question. Does Dragon Darts kill? It doesn't really matter if it does it? No, it doesn't matter if it does or not. So we're just going to Dragon Dart and U-turn. Who's faster? Who is faster indeed? Beedrill is 302. Dragapult is 303. Oh, he's not. He's actually more than 303. Dragapult's faster. Okay, so we're just going to U-turn it. Doesn't matter. And it did kill. Okay, so Dragon Dart there. U-turn, does this kill? We'll see, won't we? It does kill. Okay, so we can now go into Infernape here. Yeah, okay. Set up perfectly. Draco Meteor and Fake Out. Should kill. It does. Nice. And this now brings in Komodo. And we can just kill with a double up from Dragon Darts and Close Combat. Don't even need the Close Combat. Nice. One left on 123. And this is for the berries. Which is why Blaziken needs to not have been leveled up before. Okay. That's the fight up there. There's the eject pack. I'm not going to do that fight right now. Don't. That way is going to take us to the route we had access to previously. We can go up here. There's a Mega Stone there. I don't think it's anything I can use. Oh, I stand corrected. I forgot he has a Mega. And then you got this here, eject button. Okay, there's the eject items. Okay, we actually do want to go back. One more fight here and then 2 more fights in Meteor Falls. 45 minutes until a hard start. Pre-damage on Golisopod, but I don't think he's the only one, is he? No, he's not. Armor Star's the other one, 157. But we don't have either of them out, so we can heal. Let's take our items off. Okay. So we need this Shifu, Blaziken, Golisopod, Beedrill, Armor Star, and Lucario. Okay, so Blaziken there. I think it's Life Orb on Salah. I don't know. Items. So I don't think any of those 3 need items. Well, he literally doesn't need an item. He needs to specifically have no item. Golisopod doesn't. No, they don't. So it's literally just the Shifu who needs a Choice Scarf and Lucario who needs, is it Life Orb? No, Expert Belt. Okay, good to know. Expert Belt for Lucario. And then Choice Scarf for Ishifu. Pre-damage. We need Poison on Armor Star. And then we also need Poison on Golisopod. I'm just going to double check that range really quickly. on Glycopod. So it's 217 on a close combat from Mienfoo. 99 close combat. 81 plus 136. Yeah. Okay. So it's 217. That's right. And then Armastar. I don't really remember why he's 157. He's gonna take Play Rough and Mimikyu, which will never kill. And then it can do 106 and 106 plus. Well, I mean, like. Oh no, because I'm at 99. So Dark Pulse is 105. Plus Mimikyu, Play Rough. I guess there was a chance he can go Shadow Claw. So 52. Plus what did I say? Dark Pulse is. Yeah, that's exactly where it comes from. Okay. Good to know. Did I do it? I can't remember. I didn't, but there we go. Fucking chainsaw, shut up. Yeah, we're gonna go there. There's a big open area I can do that on, so it's fine. I've gone too far with Glycopod. If I go down 6 more, he's finger off. If I go down 16 more, which is what I'll do, he's 2 potions off. So it's 1, 7, 7, 8, 6 more. 1 more. Okay, and then I just need 24 more. Five more. Yep. Good there. He doesn't need pre-damage. Yeah, we're good. Just avoid right side bug, if that's a thing here. Again, I don't know what the criteria is. I've gone with how they're listed in the calc. Choice Scarf on you, no item. Expert Belt on you, you're at level 99. No item on you, but you're down to 157. No item on you, you're down to 217. And you've got your Mega Stone. Yes. Alright, let's do it. Mienshao. Okay, we're just going to Wicker Blow, kill Indeedee, and Detect on Blaziken. This brings in Metagross. Sorry, wrong fight. Brings in Alakazam. And we can switch into Glycopod. It's pretty much the exact same setup. You can see why I got mixed up. Close Combat ejects us. There it is. And we go back to Blaziken, is it? No, we go to Beedrill. Ah, yeah, I remember why. Wicked Blow and then Mega Evolve, and you turn into Starmie to kill him. He's currently seeing a fast kill with Rock Slide, the Mienshao that is, into Beedrill, so he's going to hit Rock Slide, which is obviously a spread move. But it doesn't matter because Urshifu resists it. And because it's a spread move, it's also quite weak. And so even though the fact that Blaziken is neutral to it, it's not really going to take that much damage. Certainly not enough to be problematic. Okay. Now we want to switch into Beedrill, and we want to Detect with Blaziken. Mienshao is now in range because of the Life Orb chip from 2 hits, so he's down to 80%, and he's also dropped his defense. I actually don't need defense drop. Beedrill's just that fucking good, but it, you know, every little helps. So we can kill him with Poison Jab. And Blaziken does a move that's not Detect, meaning that he can now Detect this turn, because Mimikyu only sees a fast kill into Blaziken. Disguise is gone. We can switch into Salah. Salah wants to Meteor Mash here, and you want to switch out into Armastar. play rough. Can't crit. Meteor Mash. So yeah. Feeble comes in. Feeble's going to get an Unburden speed boost immediately, but he only actually sees a kill into Armor Star. So although he could fast kill if he could see a kill into Lucario because he's fast there, he'll only ever see it into Lucario, so we're free to just kill with close combat and protect. So yeah. And that's 123. Let's get our berry resists, or resist berries, I guess you'd call them. Because Sib is Ghost. I already picked up a few of these at the start, so I don't really know what I missed. I'm just going to assume this is going to give me everything except for normal. Because we already have those. No, we don't. We probably got them in the first 3. I have no idea. I think I was getting Jaboka and the other one mixed up with the normal resist. But like they're different things, like they damage your opponent, whereas like the normal resists reduce the power of a normal move. Obviously because normal doesn't have a super effective... It's not super effective into anything, so... Yeah. Yachi. Chapel. I'm noticing you only get 1 of these and 2 of the others. I wonder if that's lucky or not. Alright, we now need Meteor Falls. I don't have a flyer. Great. Well, let's go the scenic route. Yeah, definitely. It's exactly where I thought it was. I've avoided that fisherman on that little seaside there on the assumption that he could be like an optional fight, and I've just never found that out. There's loads of pre-damage needed for this, which is a little bit annoying, and I don't think that's given that I went to 57 before, and 75 is quite specific. A little bit annoying. Also remember which way around they are there. Okay. Bag. We need Beedrill and Fernape. Latias, Slowbro, Goodra. Who's the other one? Beedrill and Fernape. I'll take those 2 out. Using those 2. I'm switching both at that point. Is it a 5-1 line? I don't think it is. So who am I missing? Oh, Excadrill. Okay. So that's everyone except Beedrill. That isn't needed here. We need Infernape, Latias, Goodra, Slowbro. They are all next to each other, that's cool. Except for Excadrill, who is in the other box. No, where is he? Oh, he's there. They actually were all next to each other in like an L shape there, that's cool. Oh, I think it's that cool, to be honest. Alright, let's get levels and items done now. Before we do the status stuff. And hey, our second Roma's actually doing something for once. Okay. Yeah, so I need Life Orb, Temper... I'm going to do the items later, just so I can remember this properly. Life Orb on him to get the pre-damage right, and I need to also, at the same time, pre-damage Infernape down to 124. While I'm here, I'm also going to burn Latias. Don't do the items just yet. Don't need to. Thing is, I don't really know where they are, so I don't want to go too close. Oh no, they're at like a cave entrance though, aren't they? Like, I remember that from someone's stream. Yeah, because you need, obviously... I've already been there. What the fuck am I doing? Oh, no, I tell you what, I forgot. Beedrill's pre-damage. So I need 75. Let's have a think about what that looks like. Okay. I'm 261. meaning that I need 86, 186 in total, and I'm taking 26 per turn. 104, 130, 156, 182. Oh, that's so close. Close is not good enough. Right, this idea then, where because I'm using Brick Break to kill all these ones, I'm going to have to kill quite a few. I'll move it into the first slot, which is probably the stupidest idea I'll have today because I've got muscle memory of where Poison Jab is. Like, I think all of Beedrill's moves, he comes out the box so often. So you just know that would lead to a situation where I click Brick Break into the Poison Jab. Probably on the next fight as well. Okay, this is going to put us at 79, which is unfortunately just a little bit too high. So I need to heal him and then go again. I'm taking 6 every turn. I can heal up in units of 10. If I was to do that, I get 65 back. That's going to put us on even numbers, so let's not do a citrus heal. 26. So I want to take 4 more chips, I think. That's right. Yeah. So let's just use one of these once. Go from there. Might be 2. I don't know. Okay. Great. Am I wrong? No, we just took 2 more. That was only 2. It's absolutely fine. You're not at risk. Use Poison Jab if it makes you feel any better. He's a level 2 mon. You're not at risk. Okay, repel back on. 2 potions. This is Beedrill in second, so let's switch them now. I am 70 away from where I need to be with Infernape. Let's do items. Mega Stone first. This is the most important one, the easiest one to forget. I don't think I never need an item on him. It's fucking mad. He never needs an item. It's usually because he's just there to fix something else, I guess, but... Okay, I need Twisted Spoon, Citrus Berries, and the like. So I need a Citrus Berry on Slowbro, Hanson. I need Twisted Spoon on him. I need... Hang on a minute. Great if like just once I could do a stream without being interrupted. What does Excadrill need? Does he need anything? Probably not, right? Nah, he didn't need anything. Alright, just give him a Citrus Berry then, I guess. And then you need Twisted Spoon, which is right there. Okay. Let's fly to Lava. Memories of the Gauntlet. Legitimately like 2 months ago. Fuck me. I mean, I'm here now. That's my grenade. don't have an aggron. How do we get there? No, really, like, how do you get there? What the fuck? It's clearly not where we're going. Alright, be careful. Well, I'll tell you what. It's 124, isn't it? Yes. Let's use potion on you. Hackaberry. And Oranberry. Oranberry first. Hackaberry. Let's just rationalise who's meant to be in what slot here. Whimsicott is there. This is a true double. So Whimsicott's the one who dies in the first turn, which is why we need to bait in Clefable. If Whimsicott's on that side, then I need Infernape on the equivalent side, which means that Infernape's in slot 1. Yeah. And if he's not, then like we're right side bugged and I can reset. So okay. Let's go. Well, let's just verify. 124, 75. No item on you. You don't need it. Beedrillite on you. Twisted Spoon and Burnt on you. Citrus Berry on you. Citrus Berry on you. I think they're fine. And Citrus Berry on you. Again, it's fine. Okay. Always been together as a twosome. Me and me. Fake out onto Lycanroc, Mega Evolve and Poison Jab into Whimsicott. He has got Prankster, but he won't use it because he thinks he's got a fast kill into Beedrill. He doesn't, because we're going to Mega Evolve. Fuck you. Okay, this baits in Clefable because it's looking at Infernape and thinking it can kill, which is why Infernape's pre-damaged. Close combat to kill Lycanroc, Poison Jab to kill Clefable. 3 down. So the bait is interesting on this. So I don't know what came in first at this point. In hindsight, it's actually kind of obvious seeing it actually on the screen. But they both show fast kill to 2 of the mons. So to Heliolisk and to Lilligant. So it will always pick Nidoqueen first, and then for the second one, it will just bait down the line, and line order is Lilligant, which is our preferred options here anyway. So Nidoqueen, can't do anything about that, can't kill it with these. But we can kill the Lilligant right now. I need to hard switch Infernape, and I don't really know what the optimal way to do these two is. So I'm just going to take a guess. So Beedrill has shown random move. Sludge Wave is unlikely. So that's quite likely to be like Earth Power or something like that, I guess. So maybe you should be there. So maybe this should be Slowbro here, and then we U-turn kill Lilligant. I think I've made a mistake there, not that it matters. And then we go Latias there. We go Sludge Wave anyway, so it's fine. Okay, they both seek fast kill into Slowbro, so we are going to switch him out into... Is Excadrill right? Yeah. Excadrill, and then we're going to Psychic to kill Nidoqueen. We outspeed. Okay, down to 1. And we just high horsepower kill. Oh, Jesus, stop. High horsepower Heliolisk, and then I don't think this is necessary, but we'll switch into Goodra just in case he did massive damage or something. High horsepower kills. 1 left. Dragon Tamer Nicholas. Okay. So for this we need Electrode, Thundurus, Dragapult, Urshifu, Hydreigon. What's going on now? Probably something posted. Hold on a minute. Yeah, yeah. Is this a 5-man line or am I missing someone? 1, 2. Oh, Glycopod, yeah. There you go. It's none of these. Nope. Alright, let's get the items on. Oh, wait, is there anyone who needs to be leveled up? Yes, you, but only you. Not Thunderous. Very importantly. Magnet on Electrode. Choice Band. Or Choice Scarf on a Shifu. Choice Band on Dragapult. Black Glasses on Hydreigon. We'll give him a Citrus. I don't think he needs it. But this is... Oh! This is scary, this. It's just hit me. This is the last fight before the Elite Four. Theoretically, anyway, there's potentially 6 more fights if I want the... Oh, no, I don't think this is actually... I think there's optionals on the way to get heart scales and that. So, you know. Can just calm down for a second there. We need Burn on Hydreigon, I know that much. We need Poison on Shifu. Not for pre-damage, he's going to hold it into the fight. No one else needs pre-damage. Oh no, yeah, they do. Thunderous and Glycopod, obviously. But those two don't need pre-damage, is the point, I guess. Who happens first? Probably Glycopod, right? Yeah. 50 for Glycopod, and it's 115 for Thunderous. Seven. 2. Okay. Don't worry about his Shifu's. I still need 65 for Thunderous. No, it's blocked there, that's why you can't. I wonder how... You obviously can get there. I just... Maybe it's like... Yeah, it defo is. It's like unlocked on the route once you've cleared the Dragon Tamer, isn't it? Nothing there. Just a random bit of land there. Okay. Where is he? He's there. Where are we? 10 more. 15 more. Can't count. 9 more. 1 more. Okay. Peccaberry on him. Do not heal the status of either of those, just heal a Shifu. Okay, so we've got pre-damage on Thunderous, doesn't need an item. We've got Choice Band. I'll check the items in a second. Poison on a Shifu, but no pre-damage. 222 on Glycopods, no status. And Burn on Hydreigon, yes. In terms of items, Magnet on Electrode. Nothing on it on Thunderous. Choice Band on Dragapult. Choice Scarf on a Shifu. And Black Glasses on you, and Citrus Berry that I don't think we need on you. Okay. This is a single battle, so there's no right side bug to take into consideration. We can just fucking do it. Last fight before the Elite Four. Asterix. Bolt switch out. Wakamberry will stop us taking the kill here, but it will chip him heavily, and he's going for Earthquake, so we can just go straight into Thunderous, who is faster, who can take the kill with Thunder Punch. The pre-damage on Thunderous allows us to bait in Garchomp. The real puzzle of this fight is getting rid of this thing before Sandaconda comes in. So he sees a kill specifically with Dual Chop. He's always going for Dual Chop here. We switch into Glycopod, who always takes it and always exits on Dual Chop. There it is. Bit into Citrus Berry, that's fine. We switch into Dragapult. Dragapult now outspeeds and one-shots with Dragon Darts. This baits in Goodra, who always sees a slow kill and is obviously not killed by us. I say obviously, but, you know, he's not. That's the point. We switch into a Shifu here. He's poisoned to avoid the chance of paralysis there. We're not worried about crit. He has just enough HP to do what he needs to do here. We Choice Scarf close combat. Choice Scarf probably seems unnecessary, but it's to do with the bait in order. Because Gooey lowers our speed by 1. And despite the fact that Sandaconda seems really slow, it outspeeds and one-shots at this range a Shifu at -1, hence Choice Scarf avoids that. This baits in Latias. Latias always sees a kill with the only move it can hit Creepy Shifu with, which is Mystical Fire, so we can switch into Dragapult and take the kill with Dragon Darts. I'm not using a special attack, so it's irrelevant. Dragon Darts kills. This now brings in Sandaconda. And he's quite exploitable, because he's never going to hit. It doesn't matter what he's going for. He's probably going Stealth Rock. It doesn't matter what he's going for. He will not hit Hydreigon on the switch, so we get a free switch in. Stealth Rock, doesn't matter, we're not switching out. Hydreigon's going to take us home from here. We are a 2-shot with Dark Pulse, but this is going to trigger Sandstorm, because of Sand Spit. Goes Stone Edge. Even if that crits, it doesn't matter. Even with the Burn and Sandstorm chip we're taking every turn, we are just in a position to sweep this fight now. Dark Pulse to kill Sandaconda. In comes, I think it's Metagross. I always think it's Metagross, to be honest, but it is actually in this case, and we can one-shot with Dark Pulse. And there we go. Scary times, because I think that is the last, like... Again, I keep saying the last fight and then correcting myself to say, well, actually, we've probably got optionals on the way to get the Heart Scales. We might not even need the Heart Scales. I mean, I don't think it really matters. The, poison, but it's doing me head into it, so there's nothing down there. Let's try this one first. I don't think there's any more. Oh, okay, here we are. Is it? What the fuck is that? Oh, yeah, this is the Bagon bit, isn't it? Where you get a Bagon and that might just be auras, actually, now that I think about it. This is like we naturally want to leave. No, it's not. Rocky Helmet. Is that all we need? Dragon Gem and Rocky Helmet? That was it, wasn't it? There may be like scales and candies. I'm not looking for them right now. No, wrong bit. Yeah, I think that's right. I think this is just going to take us out. And then there's the fight. Yeah. We actually did write a few of the lines, but a couple of these fights are really hard. Like there's one with a Ditto and a Wobbuffet, and it's just like, it's more than I can actually be bothered with in terms of working it out. Okay. Just... I'm going to call it there, like, because I'm obviously not ready to do the E4. Is anyone actually on? No, there isn't. Okay, probably a bit pointless foreshadowing this. But I'll do it anyway in case when I upload this to YouTube, someone's doing it on YouTube. I'm going away for 2 weeks, like in less than a week's time. I don't think I'm going to be able to prep the E4 and do that with everything else I'm preparing for at the moment in the next 6 days. So let's just put a pin in that and say the E4 is going to be done when I get back, which is like the end of the first week of August. I don't think I'm going to be able to actually plan the E4 whilst I'm away. I'm also probably not going to try to do that because it's a bit dorky to sit on a beach fucking calculating. I don't know. But the point is that like I'm some way away from actually when I'm going to do the E4, but there's no more blockers in the way of this now unless I want to get the focus sash or unless there's like tricky optionals for some of the hard scales. Just to kind of talk through where my head's at on this. So I think, hang on a minute. Just keep Electro that a minute because he's not coming. Here's what I think the E4 team is going to look like. Very, very generic at first. Who else was it? Who else was it? Can't remember who was almost now. I think it was something like this. Oh wait, no, it's actually you. You'll find that. Oh shit! Lost track of time. Well, I'm not going to be able to have lunch at a reasonable time today, but that's fine. Okay, I think that's right. Let me just move him as well. And obviously you too. Okay, here's where my head's at for what I think my E4 team's going to look like. It's very important for me to take a unique, otherwise I feel like I'm just going to waste what will be at the point I actually do this be 4 months, because I started this in April. Obviously, enough said about Urshifu, enough said about Primarina. They're the most commonly used Pokemon in there. Like, it's obvious why they would be brings. But there's like specific utility I see with this Primarina, who's barely been used in this run for me so far. But that's kind of the point of Primarina. It's the E4 mon, isn't it? It's the mon you want to route for to get it for your E4. It doesn't really do much other than that. Maybe I'm wrong in that. I don't know. Urshifu comes to every E4 pretty much. I don't have anything that could replace him in this. I don't have Sneasler. I don't think Infernape can do the same things. So there's that. This Alakazam I've had since the beginning, and he's a bit of a fraud. But I think the stuff that you can do with Mega Alakazam, like if anyone's seen like Buy One Mills run in the E4, there's a lot of things you can do with that Alakazam, and I've seen even more utility since then on how he can be used. And what that does is it opens the door for me to... I think Alakazam facilitates me taking a unique mon. The thing is that like if I want to try and replicate some of the lines I've seen that you like essentially only use like a little bit less than 6 mons, like most actually use 6, but there's a few that really only utilize one of the mons like a little bit. I've kind of got to fulfill the gap with what I don't have. So I don't have Latios, for instance, and this Latias just is nowhere near as good. It's bulky, doesn't really hit hard, and I didn't know that this thing doesn't get Draco Meteor, which is shit because he needs it. But yeah, Hydreigon is the best of my pseudos by far, to be honest, and I just don't see a world where he doesn't come. I did think the presence of it, me having creepier Shifu, would mean that I wouldn't necessarily need another dark type, but it's more the fact that this thing's got great resistance profile, great output in his special attack, etc. This is where things get a bit flexible. I wouldn't say I'm locked in on those 4, but where I'm at the minute and how I'm going to plan my E4 is that I'm assuming that these 4 are coming unless I see anything otherwise. One problem with Alakazam is I've got like the worst nature. He's sassy, so I already know I'm going to have to spend 3 heart scales minimum on him to change his nature, but that's fine. The flexibility comes in how I've stacked these here. So I can fill the last 2 slots with any 2 of these 3 here, and I'm pretty confident that I would win. Also, Actually, they should really sit here. Throw in these two, who, like, Beedrill's like the best thing in the game that I've used, other than Urshifu, and Golisopod facilitates like almost every strategy. But based on how I've seen things, I don't necessarily think I need them. They're probably the most likely ones to come in that I haven't or are automatically put in there. But, you know, Thundurus is an option. Thundurus was the roamer I wanted for the exact reason that I think he can actually come to the Elite Four. Because he offers something that no one else in the box does. He's a good, fast, hard-hitting electric user with fast Volt Switches, good Thunder Punch output. He's a good mixed attacker, and he's also got Prankster, which could be useful for, you know, paralyzing the Barraskewda, for instance, amongst other things. And then Latias is still a roamer. And then Dragapult. Dragapult's fucking rapid and broken. That's kind of self-explanatory. Also one of the most common brings to the E4. Now, I think with this little L shape you see here, there's 6 mons there that easily win the E4. And, like, I wouldn't have to put all that much thought into it. I could just replicate what was done before. I think I only have 4 mons here that could potentially come as my unique if that was like a, what's the word? Deal breaker. Let's just call it a deal breaker. Like, if it was a deal breaker for me that I have to bring a unique, it's probably or almost definitely going to be one of these 4. I'm surprised Corviknight's never been champ before because it's a great defensive mon, but I guess the point is that defensive mons don't really offer all that much to E4. That being said, there are champions in the run-up on Hall of Fame that are defensive mons. Smalland took Cloyster, for instance. I've seen other people that took Avalugg before. They don't really offer all that much in other things other than defense. Now, I actually have a Sui and Avalugg, who, on a technicality, would be a unique because it's the Collusion Avalugg from Kalos, who's been champed, and, you know, the Sui one's shitter and hasn't come before. For the longest time, also there's Dragonite, who's a pseudo, and although he's slow as fuck and probably can't offer any utility, that's probably the biggest inhibitor and why he's never been champ before. I do think that he's the most obvious one out of those 4 that could be, you know, an option for a unique champion. However, since very early on in this run, and seeing how this thing in particular, the utility it brings, and I've also a few times looked at the Wallace fight on its own in isolation, and assuming if I can take 5 mons that get me to Wallace, I think I have something really, really interesting I can do with Exeggutor that will see him not sweep the whole fight, but if I can set it up with the other 5 in a particular way, he can take 3 fat frags to finish the fight. I'm so tunnel visioned on wanting to do that strat, but it is risky, and it relies on the other 5 being able to carry me there. Gun to my head right now, I'd love to take this thing as my unique. I think it's the most actually unique mon of the 4 of them because, you know, I mean, I guess Dragonite's like, there's no reason why Dragonite's not, but he is a pseudo, and it's like, pseudo just kind of seems obvious. You know, every other pseudo legendary other than Tyranitar has been champed. You know, like I say, Avalugg is only unique on a technicality that he's slightly different as a Hisuian form Avalugg to the usual, the Collusion form, whatever you'd say. And then Corviknight's like a very common use mon throughout the game. I feel like when people get to an E4, they've probably considered using Corviknight and then for whatever reason ruled it out. You know, I don't think I've ever seen anyone talk about how good this Exeggutor is, and I'd love to be able to bring him. It's just, that's where my head's at with this. So what I'd love to do is for this to be my E14. Something like that anyway. These 6. And you know what? I've got quite a bit of time between now when I actually do run the E4. And who knows, it may take me longer than I actually think it does. It might, you know, I might not do anything over the next 2 weeks on it, and then I might do 2 weeks of planning and still not get anywhere with it. This might be a September thing. I don't think it will be. I'm aiming for the middle of August, which is a fucking month away. My God. But yeah, I'm going to have to go. I've got a meeting, but that's where my head's at with this. I think this can be the E14. I'm going to call it there.